it's me again. Let's get into a little bit more GitHub. So in this video, I'm just going to go over a common error that can happen when you generate your SSH key if you're having some errors with cloning in your repository. This is something that is super common and that can happen a lot of the time when you have multiple users on a system or if you have generated an SSH key before. First things first, let's open up that browser. Once we're here, we're going to head over to GitHub, and then we're going to scroll all the way down and go to Docs. Once you are in the GitHub Docs, you're going to head over to the search bar, and we're going to head over to the same documents we used when we generated our SSH key. Once we're there, you want to make sure that you're selecting the proper system for you. We're going to scroll all the way down past generating a new SSH key, all the way to adding your SSH key to the SSH agent. We're going to go ahead and skip over step number 1 and go ahead and go into step number 2. So the next thing we're going to do is open up our terminal. I'm going to have my documents on the right side and then my terminal on the left, so it's easier to follow along with me. Alright, now that we're all set up, we can get started with configuring this configuration file. If you've watched my old videos, you will notice that my terminal is a little cuter now. I did a little bit of styling for y'all, so it's a little more entertaining while you're watching me do the little typey types. You're welcome. What's even more entertaining is when I keep talking like this and not getting to the point of the video. So let's get to the point. In your GitHub docs, you want to make sure that you are in this section of the document in generating your SSH key. We're going to scroll down to step 2. What we're going to do over here in our terminal is first make sure that we are in the complete root of our user. Again, to check that, you can type pwd, and that'll tell you exactly where you are, and we are right where we want to be. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your configuration file. So the first thing you're going to do is copy over this command into your terminal to open up your configuration file. You most likely do not have a configuration file yet, so you will probably get this error message back. If you do, you're just going to then follow this command below here. Once you have done that, you're going to go back and just copy this again, and then it'll open up your configuration file. You can either do that or just press the up arrow until you get back to this command. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this command because I already have a configuration file. We're going to paste that in, hit enter, and our configuration file is going to open up. I'm going to make this just a little bigger so that you can actually see what's going on. In our configuration file, your file is going to be blank. So we're going to scroll down here and you're going to copy over all of this text into your configuration file. Once you've copied everything over to your configuration file, you're going to go ahead and you're going to delete the use keychain yes. The reason we're deleting this is just like they say below, we did not use a passphrase when we created our SSH key, so we do not need that line of code. Now, you will most likely get an error back after you do this that it is still not working. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to copy in this ignore unknown use keychain and put it into this file as well. Then we're going to confirm that our path is correct to where our SSH key lives. If you have multiple users on your laptop like I do, you'll want to make sure that you have users and the name in front of your path. If you just have one user, your path is going to start at the My Work directory. So whatever user you are inside of, whatever your name may be, Bob, Billy Ray Cyrus, just make sure that that is correct. And then if you did follow along with my previous videos and have the same names for your files, it should be this exact same path. If you used a little bit of different names just for your work style, that's totally fine. Just make sure that your path is correct. If you are unsure of the exact path of your SSH key, you can go back into your terminal and you're going to just cd into that file, and then you can press pwd and it'll give you back that exact location. So I'm going to do that here really quick just so you can follow along if you're having some trouble remembering that path. Alright, so we got here and we got the message back that this is not a directory. That is correct. I wanted to get there so if you were doing this by yourself and you did that, you would see that you can't cd into that. Why? because it is not a directory, it is a file, okay? So now that we are here in this correct path, what you can do, copy this entire line, and then you can just open up your configuration file again. Then you're going to paste it into your configuration file. All you're going to do is add your file name at the end of your path, okay? All right, so now that we have added everything in, you'll just want to make sure to save this file. So you can press Command S and that'll save your file. Control S if you're on Windows, that should save everything correctly. And then from there, you should be able to clone in any repository into your desired folder. If you ever are stuck, please remember you can always reference the GitHub docs, okay? They are a super helpful resource and they always have very good step-by-steps. As you see, I just kind of walked you through those steps that they had in their documentation. So it's really clear to read, but I know sometimes when we're doing it alone, it can be a little confusing and overwhelming. So don't worry, I always got your back, but you should be all set for cloning in your repositories. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in my next video, whatever that may be. But if you were just stopping by for this one video, bye!